The cashier was like, is she 18 years old? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mishka. I'm so happy to be back and to be recording YouTube videos again. So today I thought we would do a popular ranking video where I will discuss popular books that are or have gone viral on BOOKTOK, BOOKSTAGRAM and BookTube, and basically tell you if these books are worth your time. I love watching videos like this, especially if I haven't read a popular book yet, because I love hearing other people's opinions and what they liked and didn't like. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. The first book I'm going to be chatting about, which I feel like everyone and their mother has read, is Twisted Love by Anna Wong. This follows Alex Volkov, and he falls head over heels in love with his best friend's sister, Ava. I think there's an age gap, if I'm not mistaken, but Alex is morally grey. He is this billionaire or millionaire type of man, and Ava's just this normal girl that has like traumatic family experiences, and a lot of stuff happened in this book. It's giving very mafia romance, but on the down low because of Alex's family. And in my opinion, I didn't enjoy this book. I don't like morally grey heroes and MMC, so that's why I didn't like it. But if you're into that, I feel like you will enjoy the book. And also, if you want to start the Twisted series, because this entire series is just, it's always going to be viral. I feel like it's always just going to be a hit series to go to. Then I do believe read this book first, just because it gives you a nice backstory to all of the other books, because all of the characters are so intertwined. So for me personally, this book is a no. But if you like morally grey characters, and if you wanted to start at the series or read a Anna Wong book, then definitely check it out. The next book, I feel like everyone has read it, and I think this is the book that got everyone back into reading, and it's Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Basically, Nate and Anna, he's on the hockey team, she is the ice skating type of girl in the college, and a mishap like lets them, they have to like share the same rink, and then her partner ends up bailing on her, and he just comes in and sweeps off her feet and is like, I'm gonna be your ice skating partner, and they end up falling in love. This is plain old college sports romance, spicy book. If you want that, check it out. This book is 80% smart, 20% plot, I would say. Towards the end it got really long, like I was fighting for my life. But if you want a college romance that's spicy, that's smutty, definitely check it out. If you are not into romance books, sports romance, and you don't like smutty novels, I would not recommend it, because this book is spicy. I went to the bookstore once, and this young girl, I think she was probably under 18, her dad was buying books, and she took this book out, and I stood behind her at the checkout, and the cashier was like, is she 18 years old? And the dad's like, why? Like, what's in this book? And the cashier got so nervous having to tell this girl's dad that this book contains spicy scenes. I don't think people know what we read. So yeah, if you like spice, definitely check out Icebreaker. The next book is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and I am guilty of falling on the trend. This book was going viral, I think it was 3 years ago, on BOOKTOK. I read it, I immediately downloaded. It wasn't even like trade published, she still published it herself. There's the old cover on my Kindle, and I absolutely loved it because it takes the accidental pregnancy to a whole other level. And let me just explain to you why. So we get Win and Bo. She has like the small hand, the same like the author Hannah, and he has one leg obviously off, and they meet at this Halloween party set up by Win's friends. They are both dressed as pirates because they both, like working with what they were born with, a disformed hand and his leg that has been amputated. They end up having a one-night stand, and then Win ends up falling pregnant. And this man, this golden retriever, guys, he just steps up. He just steps up, and it is the most gut-wrenching, emotional roller coaster of a book. I loved it. I loved it. I don't understand how people could not love it. I do know that the accidental pregnancy trope is not the best trope, but the way it was written in here, it was fantastic. It was literally brilliant. Yes, 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 yes. Is this book worth your time? 100%. The next one, I definitely feel like everyone has read. It's Flawless by Elsie Silver. And the reason I say that is because Elsie's books is just going viral. All over books, everyone is reading. And this one is the one I think that put on the map. Although the Gold Rush Ranch series does not get enough love. Like, I love that series so much. But we're talking about Flawless. I didn't like this book. It follows Red. He's a professional bull rider. He has this bad image, and his agent puts his daughter in charge of her, which is Summer, and they like falling out. It was nothing special in my opinion. Everyone has told me to continue the series. I haven't. I know I need to meet Dedicate and everyone else, and I'm just. It was the beginning of this. I just couldn't. I just can't. I probably will eventually, but this book done nothing for me. It done absolutely nothing for me. If you want to get started with Elsie Silver, I would recommend going to Gold Rush Ranch and then moving on to this. So in my opinion, I really don't think this book is worth your time. The next book is going to have everyone questioning, why did you read this book? Why? And honestly, curiosity. I am the most curious reader ever. If I see something going viral, I need to jump on the bandwagon because unfortunately I'm a follower. Like, we are all followers. We all want to read what the next person's reading. If someone else enjoyed a book, I need to read that book as well. And this book is none other than Credence by Penelope Douglas. This book follows a girl. She gets like orphaned. Her parents die, and then she goes to live with her dad's stepbrother, which is her step uncle, and his sons, who are like her step cousins. And they live on the secluded mountaintop, and things get a bit, I wouldn't even call it PG-18 at this point. I wouldn't call it PG-18. It's just wrong. Things get a bit wrong between the four of them because things start happening with her and multiple of the dad and the two brothers. This book was a roller coaster. I don't know if it's considered dark romance, but I wouldn't categorize it as a normal romance. Like, you won't just pick this up and be like, this is a cute rom-com. No, babes, she's not. She is something else. If you want to delve into dark romance or into MMMF, those type of books, you know, the multiple partner books, and if you want something different, then this book is worth your time. Then I would recommend it. And also read it during winter because, I don't know, it just hits different during winter. But if it's not your thing, don't read it. If you are going to get grossed out by the stuff, then don't read it. The next book, which I always enjoy recommending, is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is the first book in the Knock 'Em Out series. It takes place, or Knock 'Em Out is a small town of literally the quirkiest characters ever. Like, think Gilmore Girls, but on a whole other level. It follows Knox and Naomi. Knox is just this gorgeous barber. He won the lottery. He's living his best life in his small town that he grew up with. And in walks Naomi, runaway bride looking for a sister. It's looking like an enemies to lovers. Like, they just can't get on each other's right side because Naomi's twin sister is the girl that literally like stirs trouble in the town. She has just been like stealing stuff and all of that. So when Naomi comes in, Knox is like, what are you doing here? Thinking that it's the twin sister. Naomi just puts him in his place, and it was just, I love this book. I love this book. Look at my tabs. This is 100% worth your time if you like small town romances, rom-com, if you want to giggle. Highly recommend. The next book I wanted to include because I've been seeing it everywhere and it's everyone's fave. It's not my fave, but I just wanted to talk about it. And this book is The Right Move by Liz Tomfordy. This is the second book in the Windy City series. The first book is Mile High, which I do have on my shelf. The reason why I'm talking about this book is because this is the book that everyone is crazy about. I honestly don't see the hype. It follows Ryan and Indy. Indy is Stevie's best friend from the first book, and then Ryan is Stevie's brother. So it's like best friends, brother type of thing. I didn't like it because, and I'm gonna say this with all the love in my heart, Ryan was too perfect. Or he is too perfect. I don't know, guys. That's why the people love him. I understand, but that man had no flaws. Zero flaws. I mean, something happens to him in the book and then he just recovers and I'm like, well, he's back on his feet. That's why I didn't like it. That's the sole purpose of why I did not enjoy this book. I just felt like he was just too perfect. And I needed something more to his personality, if that made sense. But the series, yes, this entire series, worth your time, worth your week, your month, however long it takes to read it. Windy City series will always be my fave. The next book, which I'm always going to recommend, and I'm always excited to talk about because this is one of my favorite authors ever. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Queen, rom-com, smart queen. This book follows Piper. She kind of inherits, I would say, her estranged father's bar in Westport, which is like a fishing town, and then she runs into Brendan, our grumpy fisherman. They are grumpy sunshine, like the perfect duo. She wants to renovate the bar and he's like, why are you in my town? It's kind of like Knox and Naomi from Things We Never Got Over, but it's like, why are you in my town? Like, why is this goody two shoes, this girl that dresses like she's a city girl, this actual city girl in my town, and they fall in love, and the mouth on this man, guys, I love Brendan. Whenever I go into the bookshop and I see the book, I'm like, oh, Brendan, it's so nice to see you again. I have an unhealthy attachment to this man. It's actually crazy. If you want forced proximity, small town, grumpy sunshine, all the yearning, read this book. I can't recommend this book enough. And this says a lot. They are being, or Tessa's adding another book to the series. So there's 2 books currently, which follows Piper and her sister. She's adding more books, which means, which tells you what, that the series is so good. Yes, go and read it, please. The next book, oh my goodness, this book, I love it. I absolutely love it. Pride by Eliza Wood. Listen, this man. Unfortunately for Brendan, I had to like push him down the list because this man, Lo, is number 1. He has taken the number 1 spot. I haven't read Mate yet. I have no idea what I'm keeping Mate for. Like, it's on my TBR. I'm staring at it. But I think because I love Omegaverse, and I love Ellie, I'm trying to save it by not reading it. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is my first Omegaverse book. It follows Misery and Lo. Lo's a werewolf, he's an alpha. Misery is a vampire. They end up having a marriage of convenience and they end up falling for each other, and we just get introduced to the whole knotting thing, and I was beside myself. I'm like, what is this that I'm reading? Why do I love it so much? Am I okay? Please tell me I'm not okay. If you love this book and you love Omegaverse, just comment so I feel like I'm a part of a clique, because wow, that started my obsession with Omegaverse. I then read The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson, multiple other like short novellas of Omegaverse on my Kindle. I am an Omegaverse stan. I am a stan. Love this book. It also has like a subplot of mystery. So if you're into that, then definitely check it out. But 100% recommend. Thank you to everyone who made this book go viral. The next book is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I know that The Dead Romantics is the one that came up before this, but I didn't read that. This one I feel like went way more viral, and it follows Clementine, and she basically meets this man in an apartment that is living, I think it's 6 years before or 6 years after, I'm not sure when, but 7 years ago, and they end up falling in love. But the weird thing about this apartment is they constantly like changing time zone. So she meets him and he's living in that apartment 7 years ago, but she's living in it in the present. And it's just this whole entwined thing, because in the present he is also kind of in her life, but she doesn't know it. And it was so beautiful. Like, this book broke me and put me back together. That's all I can say. If you're looking for like a gut-wrenching book that will have your mind blown, because there was at some point when the plot was like, I was like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? Look at my tabs. Loved it, highly recommend. The next book I have seen everywhere, and when I read it, I was like, I understand why we all love this book. Count me in. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. This represents why I love Second Chance Friends to Lovers books so much. It follows Macy and Elliot. Am I right? I think his name's Elliot. Yes, Elliot. They meet when they are like teenagers. They fall in love, and then something happens and it kind of pushes them apart, and then they like end up meeting again by chance. But she's engaged, and when she sees him, she's like, oh gosh, what's happening now? And this man is groveling, yearning, he wants her back. It was perfect. It is perfect. If you haven't yet, definitely, if you're looking to get into romance in general, this is the perfect book for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then definitely don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to see my face again, don't forget to subscribe. I literally tried to fit all the books on here, but I couldn't. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.